land preparation to doing the transplant, taking care of the crop, and in just about 5 weeks, this is where we are at. Crop is looking quite healthy, and it's ready for harvest, ready to hit the market. So in a very short time, in a month's time, we are able to get some income, to be able to run the farm. To achieve such good results, you have to, the secret is to actually start right. Like here, what I did, I started with the choice of seedlings, healthy seedlings. This time around, for this particular section, I opted to get seedlings from a seedling propagator. So the seedlings were well done, they were propagated on a seedling tray. So the seedling was, quite healthy, well rooted, and you can see after the transplant, the seedling picked up quite fast. So there was minimal interruption due to issues of like transplant shock and the like. And that's why, and with the good rooting system that the crop had already been established with, and the seedling tray, the crop was able to pick up the nutrients so fast. And you can see in just a few weeks, how lush, leafy these vegetables are looking. And I said in just about 5 weeks time or so, you're able to hit the market with nice, healthy vegetables. What have I done so far? So after transplant, before transplant actually, I ensured I put a good layer of goat manure before the land preparation. Then I incorporated it into the soil very nicely, mixed it up with the soil during the bed preparation.
In this facility, we can recycle every part that make up the beverage cartons. The paper fibers are made into net.
Then I transplanted my healthy seedlings, well rooted. And from transplant now, what you ensure that the soil is always moist. So proper watering to ensure that the seedlings, the young seedlings don't dry out. So I ensured that these ones were planted in the dry season. It's quite dry at the moment. So ensure that the seedlings were well watered all through, moist. But ensure one thing you should note is, depending on the watering system that you're using. Because in my part here, I'm using a drip irrigation system. The idea is to ensure that the crops are moist. The soil is always moist, but not soggy. So whatever method irrigation system you're using, ensure that you keep your soil, your crops well watered, but don't overwater. Because if you overdo, crops are going to dry out or are going to be affected by fungal diseases, and if you're going to chop the plant, the nutrient uptake will not be as good because of too much water. So just ensure it's optimal, just moist enough, and always keep it moist. Don't let it dry out as well, because now the young seedlings might experience some transplant shock. And 1 week later, I did the first fertilizer. That's a fertilizer rich in phosphorus, to encourage the root formation. And I did a foliar spray for seaweed, which acts as a stimulant. So as I said, now here we are really quite hot. And these hot sunny conditions, let the crop in your crop just distress. That's where we are now. 5 weeks later, what I'm going to be doing now today is going to be harvesting this for the market. After the harvest, now I'm going to do the first top press. The first top press will be with a fertilizer rich in nitrogen, because these are leafy greens. What you're harvesting are the leaves. So what you want is to have more, the vegetative growth. I'm going to be doing the first top press with the fertilizer rich in nitrogen, so to encourage the vegetative growth. Time to harvest this and get this to the market. So how do I do my sales? You see here, my target is the final consumer. Notice I do these vegetables in small batches. Here I have Swiss chard or rather spinach. Up here I have some cabbages. On this other end I have onions, tomatoes. So after doing my market research, so you see before you start farming any crop, just don't do a crop because you've seen the hype online or you've seen